Cassette tapes hold a special place in the hearts of many music enthusiasts and collectors. These compact, magnetic marvels dominated the audio scene for decades and still charm us with their nostalgic sound. However, cassette tapes are delicate, and improper handling can result in poor sound quality, damage, or even complete loss of your precious recordings. This video will walk you through the steps to properly care for your cassette tapes, ensuring they remain in great condition for years to come. Understanding cassette tapes. Before we dive into care tips, it's helpful to understand how cassette tapes work. A cassette tape contains a thin strip of magnetic tape between two reels. This tape stores audio signals magnetically, which your cassette player reads and converts into sound. Because cassette tapes rely on this magnetic medium, they are sensitive to physical wear, temperature changes, humidity, and magnetic interference. Treating them with care is essential to maintaining sound quality and longevity. Handle with care. The first rule of cassette tape care is proper handling. Follow these tips. Avoid touching the tape itself. Oils, dirt, and moisture from your fingers can damage the magnetic coating and cause playback issues. Use both hands when inserting or removing a tape. This minimizes accidental drops or tugging. Keep the tape in its protective case. Store it in its original plastic case when not in use to shield it from dust, moisture, and physical damage. Store tapes properly. Improper storage is one of the leading causes of tape degradation. Here's how to store them. Keep them away from heat and sunlight. Heat can warp the plastic shell and damage the magnetic tape inside. Store tapes in a cool, dry place. Avoid humidity. High humidity can cause the tape to absorb moisture, leading to warping, mold growth, or sticky residue. Use a dehumidifier if you live in a humid environment, and store tapes in a dry container. Keep them upright. Store cassettes vertically, like books on a shelf. Storing them flat can cause the tape to sag or unwind over time. Avoid magnetic fields. Magnetic fields from speakers, TVs, or other electronic devices can erase or distort the tape's contents. Store tapes away from such devices to prevent accidental damage. Clean your cassette player regularly. Even if you care for your tapes meticulously, a dirty cassette player can ruin them. Over time, dirt and debris can accumulate on the player's heads, pinch rollers, and capstans, leading to poor sound quality or damage tape. Clean the tape heads. Use a head cleaning cassette or cotton swabs with isopropyl alcohol. Gently clean the heads, pinch rollers, and capstans with the swab dampened in alcohol. Allow them to dry completely before use. Demagnetize the player. Over time, the metal components in your cassette player can become magnetized, which can interfere with playback. Use a cassette deck demagnetizer, following the manufacturer's instructions, every 20-30 hours of playback. Check the player's alignment. If your cassette player is out of alignment, it can cause uneven wear on your tapes. Have it professionally aligned if you notice playback issues. Rewind and fast forward occasionally. If a tape sits unused for an extended period, the magnetic tape can stick to itself or develop uneven tension. To prevent this, rewind and fast forward the tape occasionally, ensuring even distribution of tension across the reels. Always rewind tapes fully before storing them. Avoid overplaying. Cassette tapes are not meant for continuous playback. Repeated playing can cause wear and tear, reducing the sound quality over time. To preserve your tapes, digitize your favorite tapes for frequent listening. Use your tapes sparingly and rotate between them to avoid overuse. Watch for signs of degradation. Magnetic tape naturally degrades over time, but early intervention can minimize damage. Look out for sticky tape syndrome. If the tape feels gummy or leaves residue, it may have absorbed moisture. This requires professional treatment. Warped or tangled tape. If the tape isn't winding smoothly, it might be stretched or tangled. Mold or mildew. White or black spots on the tape indicate mold, which can spread to other tapes if not addressed. If you notice any of these signs, avoid playing the tape to prevent further damage. Consult a professional tape restoration service if necessary. Repair damaged tapes. Accidents happen, and tapes can break or become tangled. In many cases, they can be repaired. Repairing a broken tape. Carefully open the cassette shell using a small screwdriver. Cut the broken ends cleanly with scissors, and use a splice of clear tape to reattach them. Wind the tape back into place and reassemble the cassette shell. Fixing a tangled tape. If the tape is tangled inside the cassette player, gently untangle it using your fingers or a pencil. Avoid using excessive force, as this can stretch or tear the tape. Digitize your collection. Even with the best care, cassette tapes have a finite lifespan. Digitizing your tapes is the best way to preserve their contents indefinitely. Tools you'll need: a working cassette player, an auxiliary cable or USB audio interface, audio recording software. Steps to digitize: connect your cassette player to your computer using an auxiliary cable or USB interface. Open your audio recording software and select the appropriate input source. Play the cassette and record the audio onto your computer. Save the file in your preferred format. By digitizing your tapes, you can enjoy them without risking wear and tear. Rotate your collection. If you have a large cassette collection, rotate the tapes you listen to. This prevents overuse of certain tapes while others sit untouched for years. Rewind and fast forward unused tapes periodically to maintain their integrity. Invest in storage solutions. For serious collectors, investing in high-quality storage solutions can make a significant difference. Moisture-proof containers. Use airtight containers with silica gel packets to keep tapes dry. Temperature-controlled storage. Store tapes in a temperature-controlled room or cabinet for optimal preservation. Cataloging systems. Organize your tapes by genre, artist, or date to make them easier to find and manage. Learn from mistakes. Even seasoned collectors sometimes make mistakes. If you accidentally expose a tape to heat, magnetic fields, or other hazards, take note and adjust your care routine. The sooner you address potential issues, the better your chances of preserving the tape. Cassette tapes are more than just relics of the past. They are tangible pieces of history, music, and personal memories. By following these care tips, you can ensure that your collection remains in great shape for years to come. Remember, the key to preserving cassette tapes is a combination of proper handling, careful storage, and regular maintenance. With a little effort and attention, your tapes will continue to play the soundtrack of your life, evoking nostalgia and joy with every spin of the reels. If you enjoyed today's video and have not already subscribed, do it now. Thanks for watching.